The ocean, a vast and dynamic world covering over 70% of our planet. It is home to millions of species, from microscopic plankton to the largest creatures ever to exist. Beneath the surface, life moves in a rhythm dictated by the tides, the currents, and the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. Today, we dive deep into this world to explore the creatures that call it home and the plants that sustain them. At the shallow depths, where sunlight penetrates the clear waters, coral reefs thrive. These underwater cities, built by tiny coral polyps over thousands of years, provide shelter for nearly 25% of marine life. Schools of fish move in synchronized patterns, yellow tangs, butterfly fish, and parrotfish grazing on algae. Sea turtles glide effortlessly through the water, their flippers cutting through the current with precision. It's a world full of movement, a delicate ecosystem where every organism plays a role. Kelp forests, found in cooler waters, are the underwater equivalent of rainforests. Towering strands of kelp, stretching up to 150 feet, provide shelter for sea lions, harbor seals, and countless species of fish. Otters use these floating forests as their hunting grounds, wrapping themselves in kelp to avoid drifting away in the current. These forests not only sustain marine life, but also act as carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide and producing oxygen. They are essential to the health of our oceans. As we dive deeper, the light begins to fade and the temperature drops. The creatures here have evolved to thrive in low-light conditions. Moray eels peek out from rocky crevices, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The reef shark, a swift and calculated hunter, patrols the waters, its movements silent and precise. Predators and prey exist in a delicate balance, a cycle that has continued for millions of years. At around 200 meters, we reach the twilight zone, where sunlight barely reaches. Bioluminescence begins to take over. Small fish, like lanternfish, produce their own light, creating a mesmerizing spectacle. They use their glow to communicate, to attract mates, and sometimes to confuse predators. The deeper we go, the stranger the creatures become. Beyond 1,000 meters lies the midnight zone, a world of perpetual darkness. Here, life has adapted in ways that seem almost alien. The anglerfish, with its bioluminescent lure, waits patiently for prey. The gulper eel, capable of swallowing creatures twice its size, moves through the darkness with an eerie grace. The pressure here is immense, but life continues to thrive in ways we are only beginning to understand. In the open ocean, the great whales make their journey. The blue whale, the largest animal to ever exist, moves through the water with unparalleled grace. It consumes thousands of tiny krill each day, proving that even the most massive creatures rely on the smallest forms of life. Humpback whales, known for their haunting songs, communicate across vast distances. Their presence reminds us of the sheer scale of the ocean and the life it supports. But for all its wonder, the ocean is in trouble. Overfishing, climate change, and plastic pollution threaten these delicate ecosystems. Coral reefs are bleaching, kelp forests are disappearing, and marine species are struggling to adapt. What can we do to protect this world? Sustainable fishing practices, reducing plastic waste, and supporting conservation efforts all play a role. As we ascend, the colors of the reef return, the sunlight filtering through the water once more. The ocean is vast, powerful, and fragile. It is a world worth protecting, a place of unparalleled beauty and complexity. The more we learn, the more we realize how little we know. And that is the greatest mystery of all.